So I made £3,000 yesterday in 24 hours. And in this video, I am going to. So I made £3,000 yesterday. And in this video, I am going to break down to you exactly how I did that and how I do this as a beginner or any person really, if you're intermediate, if you're, an expert, how I specifically did this and how I do this again, right? Here's a screenshot so you know I'm not just pulling numbers out of my bottom like half of the people online do. But first thing I do when it comes down to, being able to make £3,000 in a day, okay? First things first is I'd learn a high income skill. Okay, I'm sure you've heard this before, but I'd learn a high income skill because the only way you're going to get paid handsomely and the only way you're going to be able to make an insane amount of money without following side hustles, without following all of the shiny object syndrome, is by actually being and being able to provide value. It's actually picking up a skill that makes you valuable and allows you to make money, all right? And the skill that I'd choose is sales because I'm biased, first things first, and also because you can actually capitalize on selling the trends, okay? There's so much talk about, AI, dropshipping, SMMA, whatever. And there's so many people that sell products on these. There's so many people that sell information on these things. And the best way you can actually capitalize on these things is just actually selling them. Because in 3 months, there's going to be a new thing. In 3 months, there's going to be a new type of coach. In 3 months, there's going to be a new shiny object. And the best way you're actually going to be able to always make money on whatever is relevant, instead of just having to switch side hustle after side hustle, is just getting good at selling. Because when you're good at selling, you can sell anything that comes into the market. Okay, you're so valuable, you're so versatile, and you're so malleable. Okay, so the first thing that I do is I'd learn a high income skill, and I pick sales, all right? So in order to get good at sales and in order to be able to make 3K in a day, first things first is you need to be trained up. You need to train yourself up and you actually need to become a competent salesperson, okay? Now, you can either invest into someone to help you do this, or you can train yourself up yourself. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can train yourself up right now for free, okay? So first things first, YouTube training. I post so many YouTube videos. There's so many gurus, there's so many online creators and salespeople that post sales content, that post training content. I'd go on their YouTube channels. Okay, I'd join their free school platforms and their free school communities where they give free source and they give free value for free. I join their free Discord forums, speak to other people that are, in the same situation, that maybe are really good at sales or that really want to get good at sales. I'd go in there and, I'd network with other people. Okay, I'd watch their Instagram content. Do you know what I mean? Like those are four real ways that you can actually learn something like sales for free. YouTube, school, Discord, and Instagram. You can go on my Instagram. You can join, my YouTube and actually start viewing that. Okay, you can join my school community. You can join my Discord community. And you can really, really get cracked. And you can actually use Notebook LM to make your own custom sales bot. Okay, now, this is some real source. This is something that I give to all of my one-to-one students. Notebook LM is something that allows you to actually get all of the data, get all of the transcripts from somewhere, put it into one source, and then use that as your kind of like own textbook. Okay, here's an example. I got someone on YouTube, I got all of their videos, I put them into Notebook LM. And now, whenever I want to ask it questions about anything specifically, or say if I want it to give me a full training guide on how to do XYZ, all I have to do is type it up. It's basically like your own custom GPT on whatever it is you want to train, okay? Here are some examples of my, Notebook LMs. But I'd use Notebook LM and I'd really go in depth, okay? I'd really spend time and actually creating this, making it really good. And I do that on top of everything. And within a couple of weeks, or even a month, as long as you do that every single day, you'll be able to train yourself up to a confident sales rep. What I'd do after this is I'd learn and I'd implement, okay? And implementing is the most important thing. What a lot of people do where they're trying to learn something is they'll just learn. They'll just watch videos. And that's good. However, you're not implementing, okay? There's two ways that you can learn something. You can learn it through procedural learning and theoretical learning. Okay, theoretical learning is watching videos. You watching this video right now is theory. Like back when you're in school, you'd read textbooks and you'd learn through theory. But then, if you really wanted to get it to the next level back in school, you'd learn through exam papers. You'd learn through test questions. You'd test yourself in real life. And that's exactly how you can learn something like sales. You can actually implement and you can actually start doing the thing whilst you're learning it. So whatever you learn, you actually put it into use rather than you just learning and relying on and watching a test book, okay? And the best way to learn is I genuinely start outreaching to business owners, offering them my services as an appointment setter or as a closer. Okay, I start direct messaging through Instagram and I start sending Loom videos. I'd use a platform like Loom, like what I'm recording this right now. I'd send business owners videos on exactly how I can help them, how I want to help them. And I'd actually take the time to send, 5 to 10 Loom videos a day. And I'd send them on all platforms to business owners. I send it to them on LinkedIn. I send it to them on Telegram. I send it to them on Instagram. Hell, I'd even find their Snapchat and send it to them. I'd really go the extra mile because a winner always finds a way to win. Okay, if you want to win, creating Loom videos and sending it to business owners on all platforms is the number one way that you're actually going to be able to get someone's attention. Okay, here's some examples of some Instagram messages that you can actually send as well. All right. So, for instance, hey Nam, I'm currently a commission-based appointment setter, and I want to fill your calendar up as your personal appointment setter. If you send a message like this with volume, okay, if you send a message like this, you send at least 70 to 80 messages, I promise you, you will find business owners that are wanting to, use your services to make their life easier, and you will be able to actually make money as an appointment setter. You'll be able to generate 3, 5, 6K in a month, okay? You'll be able to get yourself up to such a level after doing this for so long where making money will not be an issue, okay? Another example is, have you got any availability for any hungry setters at the moment on your team currently? I want to come and fill up your calendar. Okay, those are 2 variations of messages. And what you can do is you can actually split test these messages and see what works the best. Okay, you can use a CRM, you can split test for response rates, and you can see exactly what works, what gets you the most replies from business owners. And that is how you can actually make sure you get landed on an offer. Okay, genuinely, those 3 steps, okay, is how, if I had to start from scratch, if I had to find a way to make money, that's what I'd do. Okay, I'd learn a high income skill. I'd train myself up for it with all of these methods. I'd learn and I actually start implementing by outreaching straight away, finding business owners to work for. I'd land a client and then I'd start running their sales for them. Okay, that is quite literally how simple it is, broken down into 3 steps in 7 minutes. I'm not going to sit here overcomplicating it for the next 20 to 30 minutes. If you follow this step-by-step platform, if you follow this step-by-step sort of, instructions, within 2 to 3 weeks, it will be unreasonable for you not to find a business owner that is looking for you and your help, okay? If you want any more videos like this, send me a text, drop me a DM, drop a comment on here of what you guys want to see. I'll make tons of content like this. Go through my content as well. Send me a message on Instagram if something like sales and appointment setting is something that you actually want me to help you with. DM me, book, and I'll walk you through exactly how I help all of my current one-to-one students land fucking sick offers. Land offers where, they're making 2 to 3 grand straight away. Like my student Bibbo, who literally just landed a 500 a month base pay with a business owner at 100K plus per month revenue. Like, this business is making 100K plus per month. So if he's on 10% of that, he's making 10 grand a month. As a baseline, let's say he's on 5%, he's making at least 5K plus per month. He's on 6% here. So he's making anywhere from 5 to 6K per month for one client. That is exactly how I do that. That's exactly how he's been able to land an offer like this. And it's quite literally that simple. As long as you've got the right guidance and you know exactly what the right steps are, making money and being able to generate, 3Ks, 4Ks, 5Ks actually becomes super simple, okay? Hopefully you guys find this video useful. I'll catch you in the next one. You guys take care.